Welcome back one more time. This is Justin with the Atlanta Brick Co., not company. You will notice that I'm using a lavalier mic today, testing some new things out. Hopefully the sound is okay. Let's get on, shall we? I am super stoked to bring you guys a highly requested set, and we have it sealed mint in bag. Now, I know it sounds crazy, but I'm gonna open it up and show it to you guys today. It is set number 3040, the Friends Polybag Sunflower. Now, I can't wait to get into this. This is a highly requested set, just like... Excuse me, handsome and somewhat familiar stranger. I'm trying to take a look at a set here.
Wait.
Who are you?
I'm you. From the future.
It's my kids, right? Something's gotta be done about my kids.
Funny.
Wait, are you really my identical twin playing a prank on me? Is that you, Kyle? So future me becomes a pretentious jerk and wears sunglasses inside all the time?
No. Everyone in the future wears sunglasses. Otherwise, how would you know I'm even from the future?
Good point.
No, I've come to warn you. The set you're about to review, the video...
Does it cause a cataclysmic chain of events that unravels the very fabric of the future?
It's boring.
Boring?
Very boring.
Okay.
I come to offer you a choice. You take the blue brick, and you continue with your review.
Oh, this is a Matrix spoof.
It's a half-hearted attempt at best. You take the red brick, and I give you a set.
Oh, because it's so awful?
I didn't say that. I said it was boring. But it is awful, too. And I give you a set from the future. A set no one's ever seen before. A style of Lego building that is so advanced, it can only be from the future.
Okay, I'll take the red one, I guess.
A Lego Technic Set.
I don't think that's from the future. In fact, I think I had that set as a kid. Well, we had that set. You should remember.
Small, but impressive.
Doesn't seem like it.
Funny. Well, it's been fun. I have to go. I've got future you things to do. You are hilarious.
Bye, future me. Or Kyle. Was I rude? To myself, I mean. On myself's own suggestion, I will forego the review of the Friends Polybag because apparently it's bad. Or it will be bad. I don't know, future stuff. It's so confusing. I am actually kind of nerding out a little bit because I did have this set as a kid. It wasn't just an intro joke. There are multiple builds you can do, that being the main... I forget, I don't have to lean over like this and talk to the mic. I have a mic right here. Yay, it is the future! This is the main build. And that is all out of this set that's included in here. And they probably display the pneumatic system there, but we're going to build that guy, because that's the guy I remember building as a kid. I should specify, we're gonna hope we build. There's no guarantee all the pieces are in here. I actually haven't gone through this yet. So Technic is not from the future, despite what my future self says. It's actually started in 1977. The original Technic line did not use the beams and rods that we're used to today. Instead, they used these Technic bricks, which are, of course, as you know, still being used today and sneaking more and more into regular sets. This was mind-blowing because the attachments weren't just bricks on studs. The attachments could go sideways with pins and axles. The theme used interlocking lift arms and beams to make the attachments on top of the regular bricks on top of studs connections. These sets focused more on being technically functional rather than aesthetically pleasing, and they worked. They were awesome. It kind of appealed more to the gearheads or people who like to build robots or something, but in a toy set. And it still worked with your system Lego sets. If you felt like you outgrew the more play sets, now you could build functioning models. When it was introduced in 1977, it was part of the Expert Builders line, then called technical sets, and it was rebranded as Technic sets in 1982. These sets were awesome. They included functioning gears, motors, pneumatic pumps, and springs. Technic sets would continue to use the Technic bricks for most of their building until 2000, where they officially moved into the studless construction, and those are more the beams that we're used to today. Though these still do sneak in, don't they? Let's take a look at set number 8042, simply called Pneumatic Set. The Pneumatic Set. This set is from 1993, and you could combine it with motors to actually have it motorized. Just forget the whole pump action, just go straight electrical with it. We have a pretty good box. I mean, it's beat up a little, but I mean, 1993, this is pretty good. The window box style with some more beautiful pictures of the different sets. Do you guys miss real pictures of the sets on the box, or do you like the renders? There's something about the real pictures, right? I mean, I know you can't get the lighting just right sometimes. There's just something about seeing the actual set. All right, I see we have our instructions. Let's get into it. Has a nice tray to hold everything. This is important because you can build multiple versions and it would still hold your stuff. Oh, look at that. I wonder if that was part of the original. I assume it is. They're very clean, very technical. Even though this set is from 1993, they do give you what is being added to each set. They still don't highlight it in each step, but it's a step in the right direction, right? So there's not much color, no like technical grid or anything in the background, just clean stuff, and it gives you an actual picture of what you're going to construct. So since that's the one I want to do, I'll just start from there, page 49. Let's get technical, technical, come on, get technical. Technical. I remember you did have to cut the hoses for these. I see a little clear hose there. Oh, there's our pump. Let's see if it works. I feel the breeze. I feel the breeze. There's our lift. It works. It works. Hopefully there's no holes in these. We've got, let's see, 3 blacks. That looks like that was cut. And our clear hose. Oh, here's another black hose. You know, this set is from 1993, and these are still very pliable. This one feels a little stiffer, but these are in great condition, whatever rubber they made these out of. Little bit of yellowing in this, not too bad. Let's inventory it, clean it off a little bit, and see what we can build. We know what we're gonna build, right? Let's relive my childhood together and get into some Technic Lego building with the Pneumatic Set. All right, it's going pretty good so far. We've actually got more Technic axles than I know what to do with. One little trick I learned as a kid, taking these little pins out. Sometimes they can get stuck if your hands are sweaty, or maybe you're cleaning it and it's a little wet. Take an axle and just poke it through. That one shot right out, but I found it. Normally they don't shoot out. Normally they just come out a little bit where you can grab it. But that was a great display for the camera to see that can happen, and make sure you're in an area where you don't have to lose it and blah, blah, blah. And now you know. Ding! Seeing some cool, unusual pieces like this guy. I don't build Technic too much, but I mean, obviously I've seen it before since I had this set as a kid, but I don't remember it. I don't think this even came with it. Is this Lego? Yeah, it's Lego. Okay, so the set I would say is 95% complete. I am missing a few things. One big Technic thing I'm missing. It's not this, but it's a large yellow and metal piece like that. Hopefully we have more of those in the store. I'm missing some of these regular pin connections, but in the old gray, because of course this set is before 2005, so we do not have it. We are also missing one of these tires. I was assured we have tons of these, so that shouldn't be a problem. Another interesting thing to note, I'm not sure if I've ever mentioned this, in Bricklink, they have a list at the bottom of counterparts. Sometimes these are parts with stickers already on it, or sometimes there was a change in the life of the set where they changed what the part was. One of the things we find in this set is that in the original, there was a gray hose. But in this set, there's a clear hose. There is no gray hose anywhere. But under counterparts, it says a clear hose is acceptable. So we'll say this is the one we're using. Let's jump into our inventory of parts and see if we can locate all of these little missing pieces. And I'm gonna get to use the new mic as I rummage through the store. How fun is that? For me, probably, and no one else. Angie was going down the basement, so I'm following her. I don't think she knows I'm behind her. I'm being pretty sneaky. Right, Angie? You don't know I'm behind you?
I don't know.
All right, so she's fairly confident. We have a big Technic graveyard, so I will find these pieces and may not even have to rummage through our stuff upstairs, but let's see. Okay, I'm back from the basement. I didn't find too much stuff. We have a huge Technic graveyard, but it's basically just dumped into one big box. Everything's kind of mixed together. I did find that big pneumatic thingy, so that was nice. I had to pull that off a large truck set. But we're gonna keep looking in our upstairs inventory and see what we can find. I was able to find everything. Actually, the hardest thing to find was this tire. We had, as you can see, we have plenty of tires. It was less of a fact of do we have it and more of a fact of can I find it. But I was able to do it, and in the white color that we needed. And I also found this big boy. He's a little dirty, so I'll give him some little cleaning love. And now we can put the set together and relive my childhood. Because isn't that what this is all about? I mean, I do this for you guys too, but it's really for me, right? I'm kidding, it's for you. I love you guys. Oh, stop. Okay, I am finished with my cool little vehicle with its grabby claw and its pneumatic pump. Oh, look at that. Go up, go up. Open, open. I am so excited for this thing. I'm gonna give you a close-up, of course, but you'll see this is extra long. It's because they give you more pieces in the set so that you can build each vehicle. This is our extra pieces for this build. I didn't want to cut this to size, and yes, you do have to cut these yourself. I believe, and I'm not 100% on this, but I believe you could cut the wires for the correct size for each build and still have enough to go back and build something else. This is such a cool thing. I mean, it works really well. This thing is from 1993 and it's still, I mean, all the hoses are sound, the pumps hold air, they pump correctly, there's no obstruction in anything. So let's get a closer look. Oh, I could watch that all day. Let's get a closer look and see what we've got here. So cool. Here we have our pneumatic set. Let us take a moment to bask in its gloriousness. This is build number 3, according to what is on the front of the instructions. But I believe it's the 4th. It's the 4th in the instructions. So it's got our little warning light at the top, and that is also how you steer it. And that is a rough gear there, but it does work. It does give you plenty of turn for all your construction needs. It's done in this beautiful blue, which I love. Now, I originally showed you this piece, and this is the piece I thought I was missing, but it's actually this one, much smaller. When I pulled it up on computer, actually in color, I could tell. It was actually this one. I had to disassemble a Technic set that we had down in the basement to get it. And I adjusted some lights to get a little more light on this guy, and of course, you guys want to see it work. There are switches on this side, so that would be on in one direction, neutral and off, and this same thing. The switches do the same thing. All it does is control where the air is flowing in the three, I guess, spouts you have over here. This is your pump. This is how you feed air into it. So it's all works on air pressure. The pressure builds up and pushes into these pneumatics here. Is that what they're called? Is that the actual name of them? The way it works is you pump this and the pressure builds, and this controls which direction. So the bottom one is up and down. Pressure builds in the hose, goes to the cylinder, and pushes it in the direction you want it to go. Very nice, works very well. And of course this is open and close. And you can do it at different heights as well. So if I want to, stop it right there. So I went down and I stopped it in the middle, and I can still operate this. So if I wanted to grab something that was higher up and not at ground level, pick it up, carry it where I want, and off we go. This thing works really, really well. There's not a whole lot of strength just because of the nature of the pump system, but I'm gonna just crinkle this guy up and attempt to pick it up. Let's try. So let's get all the air out. Just gonna switch it back. Okay, looks like all the air is out. All the air. Okay, so totally no air. I let all the pressure out. Let's drive up to it. Here we go. Oh, look. Look, a job for me. Back it up. Whoops. Man, I'm bad at this. I need to get my license re-examined. Okay, so gonna go all the way up. I switch my bottom switch up. Actually, let's move it this way a little bit. Pump, pump, pump. Open. And down. Now I switch it to close. And up. And we have it. Do we want to drop it off in here? Let's see. And open. So it will move a little bit without pumping, but you do have to build up the pressure to do that. Stuff it down in there. Now, how heavy can this lift? Let's try this. I'm thinking this is probably just too smooth and it won't be able to grab it, but let's try. Whoop, come back here. All right, that's as low as it goes. Oh, oh, oh! It totally works! This thing is awesome. Ah, I love this. I love this. I love this. I love this. Let's drop this off. Where do we want it? There we go. Nice and easy. Very genteel. Good night. So giving you a close-up of some of the other builds. We have like a tray style forklift thing. This is just using the pump as shock absorbers, as shocks for a dune buggy type build. Pretty smart that they can use it in different ways. And there's our regular standard forklift and our grabby hand guy. On the back, they tell you that if you combine it with set 8720, which is essentially just the battery, you can actually motorize this thing as well. Pretty awesome. Essentially, it would replace this. It would still work with air. It would just replace this. High five, man. Yeah. So that is our pneumatic set, and I love this thing. Not only on a personal level that this is very nostalgic to me, that I had this as a kid and I got to rebuild it, relive my childhood. Isn't that what Lego's all about? For some of us. I understand with an adult mentality and seeing it again through adult eyes that this is technical wizardry. This is pretty impressive and pretty amazing. It works really well. That's something I'm beginning to discover doing these videos, doing these reviews when dealing with more technical sets like the monorail and the trains I've looked at and some of the other things, that Lego's not going to release an inferior product. If they say it does something, it does it, and it does it well. The switches all work, and again, this is from 1993. Everything functions exactly like it's supposed to. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. If you want me to do more Technic sets, please let me know. Actually, in the comments, fill out what do you want to see. And it doesn't have to be necessarily sets. It could be other things unique to our store, like how do you find your tires? But just let me know what kinds of things you want to see. We're going to keep giving you sets. We're going to keep giving you just Lego information in general. And we want to get Lego into your hands. Don't forget to share this video and subscribe to the channel if you would like. If you want notifications, click that bell, and I will see you guys later. How long would it take me to eat lunch with this guy? Right? He could grab something and lift it into my mouth. I don't think anyone would want to buy this if I did that. So let's not. Let's be safe and not do that.